OnePlus with Nord series tries to offer the features of a flagship at the lowest price, but the first model did not succeed. But the Nord 2 is here to challenge flagships with its mid-range price. Let's the video. In terms of design, this phone weighs 189 grams and its thickness is 8.3mm and its size is 6.4 inches. This device is a not light device at all, but it is not uncomfortable due to its good design and good weight balance. The back and front panel of the OnePlus Nord 2 is protected by Gorilla Glass 5 and the middle frame is made of plastic. The body material is quite acceptable for this price range, but I prefer the back panel to be plastic but the middle frame to be quality, like S21. On the back panel, there are 3 lenses with a flash in a rectangle frame, which some people like and some do not like it at all. On the front panel is a flat display with a punch-hole selfie camera in the corner, and 86% of the front panel is the display, which is perfectly acceptable. This device does not have an official IPS standard, so it needs care. The display of this phone is Fluid AMOLED with Full HD Plus resolution that supports HDR10 Plus content. The image quality, contrast and color depth, especially the black color in the OnePlus Nord 2 is so great that you would not believe it is a mid-range one. This display can produce up to 633 nits of brightness and its pixel density is 409 ppi. The content on this device is quite sharp, but in sunlight you do not receive much light from this phone. The refresh rate of this display is 90 Hz, which is not as high as 120 Hz, but it works very smoothly. This device has an optical fingerprint sensor under the display, which is slightly lower than the standard, but its speed is better than great. Nord 2 also has a face recognition with a selfie camera that has good speed but little security. This phone has a 50 megapixels main lens. The photos capture the colors close to reality and show the sharpness and detail well. The dynamic range is also quite acceptable. In portrait photos, the subject separates well from the background and the details of the subject are not lost and the background blur is natural too. The photos have little noise in night mode and the exposure and detail increase well and naturally. Nord 2 also has an ultra night mode that turns night into day. It is not natural but it is useful. This device also has an 8 megapixels ultra-wide lens. Ultra-wide photos have less sharpness and dynamic range than the main lens, and the photos are a bit softer. This phone also has a 2 megapixels monochrome lens that is for capturing better black and white photos, but let's be honest, it is useless. With the main camera of this phone, you can record 4K 60 frames per second video, and its OIS stabilizer performance is also lovely. The Nord 2 selfie camera is 32 megapixels. Selfie photos have a low dynamic range and the photos are a bit soft, but show the detail well and are good overall. You can also record 1080p 30 frames per second video with a selfie camera, which is average. The Nord 2 processor is MediaTek's best Dimensity 1200, which is stronger than the Snapdragon 87E and weaker than the 888 and has 8 or 12 gigabits of LPDDR5 RAM. These specifications are amazing for this price, and no lag or slowness can be seen in this phone, but it gets a little hot, which is annoying. It also has 128 or 256 gigabits of UFS 3.1 memory, which is officially a high-speed flagship. In terms of software, OnePlus Nord has 2 years of software support, and now has Android 11 and Oxygen OS 11.3. In my opinion, it is the best Android UI, many personalization features, and at the same time light and functional. This is great. The battery of this device is 4500 mAh and lithium polymer, which can work for a full day in semi-heavy use without the need for charging. This phone also has 65 watt warp charging technology, and the phone is fully charged for 30 minutes, which is extremely good. OnePlus has added a stereo speaker for this phone, which has a great volume, but its quality is low and cannot produce good mid-tunes. In general, OnePlus Nord 2 is a very high purchase value phone, and you can experience a flagship with a low price. Thanks for watching. If you like my content, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, like it. Goodbye, see you in next video.